The night was cold, and the city slept under silver fog. Aisha sat by her window, drawing tiny stars on the glass. Her eyes reflected loneliness deeper than the sky itself. She whispered, "If someone could just understand me." A faint breeze answered, though the window was closed. Her curtains fluttered like they were breathing. A soft hum echoed, not from this world. Aisha froze, her heartbeat louder than the silence. "Who's there?" she whispered, voice trembling. The air grew dense, like someone unseen was watching. And then a whisper replied, deep, calm, unreal. "You called me." The heavens struck the earth with fire. Aisha was thrown back, her arm burning. The mark glowed brighter than ever before. "They're trying to erase me," Zaire shouted. "I won't let them," she screamed. She pressed her glowing hand to his chest. The fire turned into light, wrapping around them both. "Aisha," he cried, "you'll burn. Then I'll burn for love." The storm vanished. The city fell silent, but they were gone. Only a faint whisper remained in the air. When Aisha opened her eyes, she was no longer in her world. The sky was golden, the ground made of shifting mist. "Where am I?" she murmured. "Between realms," Zaire said beside her. "You brought us here. Your heart chose me." "Are we safe?" "Not for long. Heaven never forgets rebellion." "Then we keep moving," she said, gripping his hand. "You're stronger than I thought," he smiled. "I'm learning from the best," she replied. Their laughter echoed across eternity. Love had made its own universe. But heaven wasn't done yet. The skies darkened. A voice thundered above. "Return what was never yours." Zaire's body trembled, chains of light forming again. "They're calling me back," he gasped. "Then I'll hold you tighter." "You can't fight the divine," he said weakly. "Then they'll have to fight me," she replied. Her hands burst with golden fire, the same light heaven used, now hers. Zaire stared in disbelief. "Aisha, what are you?" "Yours," she said, and the chains shattered. The divine realm trembled. No mortal had ever broken heaven's chains. "She carries the spark of both worlds," whispered unseen angels. "Impossible," another voice echoed. "She is rewriting fate," said a third. Zaire knelt before her, eyes filled with awe. "You freed me, Aisha." "We freed each other," she smiled. "What happens now?" he asked. "Now," she said, "we make our own heaven." The mist around them turned into starlight. Love had defied the gods. Days turned into timelessness. They built a world of peace, a place between dream and eternity. Aisha planted stars like flowers. Zaire carved rivers of light. For the first time, they belonged somewhere. But destiny is never silent for long. "Do you ever miss the world?" he asked one day. "Sometimes," she said softly, "but not enough to return." "And if they come again?" "Then we fight again," she smiled. He kissed her forehead gently. "Then forever begins here." Peace never lasts when it's stolen from destiny. One night, the sky above their world cracked open. A blinding light spilled through, tearing the stars apart. "They've found us," Zaire whispered. "Then we stand together," Aisha said firmly. The ground shook, rivers of light turning to fire. Angels descended, wings like blades of glass. "Surrender the mortal," one commanded. "She's not mortal anymore," Zaire growled. Aisha stepped forward, her eyes golden flame. "We made our own heaven," she said, "and we'll keep it." The battle for love
began. Light clashed with shadow, worlds trembled in their wake. Every strike from an angel burned through the sky. Aisha fought beside Zaire, her soul glowing like a sun. "They fear what they can't control," she shouted. Zaire's voice thundered. "Then let them fear!" The heavens cried, torn by forbidden power. "Aisha," he called, "don't overuse your light." "I don't care if it saves you," she replied. The fire from her heart spread like dawn. Angels fell, not dead, but changed. They saw love and their rage melted. Even heaven hesitated. The storm faded, silence heavy and divine. The angels looked at Aisha, not as an enemy, but as a truth. "She is what we were meant to be," one whispered. "A balance, not a curse." But a darker voice rose behind them. The archangel of judgment descended, wings of fire. "Love cannot rewrite divine law," he thundered. "Then maybe divine law needs love," Aisha said calmly. Zaire stood beside her, unafraid. "If you punish her," he said, "you punish me too." The archangel raised his sword of light. The world held its breath. The sword struck, but Aisha caught it midair. Her hands bled light, her body trembling. "No mortal can touch divine flame," the archangel cried. "I'm not mortal," she said through tears. "I'm love, and love doesn't burn." The sword dissolved in her grasp, turning to gold dust. Zaire fell to his knees in awe and fear. The angels bowed their heads for the first time ever. "You changed the meaning of heaven," one whispered. "No," she said softly. "I reminded it why it was made." The clouds parted, sunlight poured through. The war was over, but destiny was still watching. The archangel lowered his head. "Your love defied judgment, yet carries purity." "What will you do with us?" Aisha asked. "Return to your world or ascend beyond it." "Beyond?" she asked. "A place where love and eternity are one." Zaire looked at her, unsure, torn between choices. "If we go," he said, "we'll lose everything human. And if we stay," she whispered, "we'll never be free." Their fingers intertwined, glowing with shared power. "Then we choose eternity," they said together. Heaven opened its gates for them alone. Light surrounded them, soft, infinite, blindingly beautiful. "Where are we?" Aisha asked, her voice echoing softly. "Beyond time," Zaire replied. "Here we are memory, we are meaning." Their bodies turned to shimmering essence, no longer flesh. "Do you regret it?" he asked. "Never," she said, touching his light. "You were my only real thing in an unreal world." The stars bent around them, forming a new constellation. "That's us," he smiled. "A story written in heaven." "And felt on earth," she added. Centuries passed in silence. On earth, lovers began to dream of golden light. They saw glimpses of two souls intertwined among the stars. "It's just a legend," people said. But every legend begins with truth. Sometimes when the wind is calm, you can hear her voice. Love is not meant to be understood, only felt. And his whisper follows, "and fought for." Together they echo through eternity, not as ghosts, not as gods, but as proof that love can change the heavens forever. But even eternity can feel lonely sometimes. "Do you ever miss the world?" Aisha asked softly. "Its chaos, its pain, its heartbeat?" Zaire smiled. "Sometimes, but you're my world now." "Still," she said,
I want to see them just once more.
Then let's go, he said. Can we? Love built this universe. It can bend it too. The stars shifted, creating a path of gold. They stepped through it, hand in hand, and the sky above Earth flickered. 2 falling stars streaked across the night.
They stood on Earth again, unseen but present. The city had changed, yet the feeling was the same. So many people still lonely, Aisha said sadly. Maybe they've forgotten how to love fearlessly, Zaire said. Then let's remind them. She touched a lonely child's dream. He touched a broken lover's heart. Slowly, warmth returned to the world. People began to believe again in unseen things. We're part of every heartbeat now, she whispered. Invisible, he smiled, but eternal. Love had returned home, and so they stayed, unseen guardians of feeling. Every time someone loved beyond reason, they smiled. Every time someone forgave, they shone brighter. The world moved, but their story stayed, hidden in air. Do you think they'll ever know it was us? Aisha asked. They already do, Zaire said, every time they look at the stars. Then promise me one thing, she said softly. Anything. Never let love fade from this world. I swear, he whispered, on every breath of eternity. 2 lights rose again into the heavens, and the legend of Aisha and Zaire lived forever. Centuries faded like dreams, yet love never truly died. Somewhere, under a neon sky, a girl named Alina woke up gasping. Her heart pounded. She'd seen a man with golden eyes. It felt real, she whispered to herself. In her dream, he'd said, I'll find you again. The words echoed even after waking. Alina brushed it off, just a dream, she thought. But the mark on her wrist glowed faintly. A faint burn shaped like a crescent flame. Strange, she murmured. I've never seen that before. Outside, thunder rolled across a cloudless sky. Something ancient had just awakened. That night, Alina couldn't sleep. Every shadow in her apartment seemed alive. A faint whisper filled the air, distant, familiar. Who's there? She asked, heart racing. The mirror fogged, though the room was cold, and across the glass a handprint appeared, burning gold. No, she breathed, trembling. It can't be real. A voice, deep and gentle, replied, You kept your promise. Her knees gave way. Zaire? Even time couldn't keep me from you. You're real? She stammered. In every heartbeat that remembered me, Zaire answered. But how? She whispered. You were reborn, and so was I. I backed away, afraid yet drawn to him. Why me, again? Because your soul never stopped calling mine. He stepped closer, the lights flickered. You said forever, he smiled sadly, and I believed you. She could barely breathe. I don't remember, but my heart does. That's enough, he said. It always was. Zaire looked different now, human almost. His eyes were softer, but the golden glow remained. I walk the earth as one of you, he said. Heaven allowed it? She asked. No, he smiled. Love allowed it. They sat together on her rooftop, watching the city lights. Everything's changed, she said quietly. Except us, he replied. The wind brushed her hair, the same gentle warmth. I missed this feeling. So did I, he said, for lifetimes. The stars above seemed to blink in approval. Days turned into weeks. They met every night. She learned his stories. He learned her world. Do you still have powers? She teased. A few, he grinned. Want to see? With a flick of his hand, the raindrops froze midair. Still showing off, she laughed. Only for you, he said. But behind every laugh there was a shadow, a ticking fate. What happens if heaven finds out? She asked. Then they'll take me back again. And me? They can't touch what's eternal. One evening she dreamed of fire and wings again. Zaire, she whispered, something's coming. He looked at her with worry. Did you feel it too? Yes, like light breaking through darkness. They've sensed my return, he said grimly. Then we run again? No, we stand this time. But we're not gods, Zaire. No, he said, taking her hand. We're love, and that's stronger. Thunder rolled, answering him. Promise me, she said, no matter what, don't disappear again. Not this time, never again. The next day, the sky turned strange, gold at noon. The air shimmered with unseen energy. People on the streets looked up, confused. They're coming, Zaire said softly. Aline pricked his hand. Let them. The world dimmed, angels walking among mortals. Zaire of the lost flame, one called, you broke eternal law again. Then maybe the law's broken, he replied. Aline stepped forward. He's not alone this time. Her mark blazed, same as before. The angel hesitated, recognizing the ancient soul. The girl of light, reborn, it whispered. If you take him, Aline said, you take me too. You cannot defy heaven twice, the angel warned. Watch me, she said, her voice shaking the air. Zaire turned to her, eyes wide with awe. You're remembering everything, he said softly. Yes, she breathed, and I'm not afraid anymore. Golden fire encircled them both. The angels shielded their faces from its light. This is love, Aline cried, not rebellion. Then prove it, said the voice from above. She looked at Zaire. Together? He said, always. And the world exploded in light.
When the light faded, they stood in a vast white void. The same archangel appeared, older, gentler. You returned not to fight, but to remind us, he said. That love isn't sin, Aisha. No, Aline replied. It's the spark that made creation. The archangel nodded slowly. Perhaps heaven forgot what you remembered. Then remember it now, Zaire said. The archangel lowered his sword. You've earned your eternity, truly this time. The gates opened once more, softer than before. Love had won, again. Centuries later, people still saw two stars in the same spot. One golden, one silver, always side by side. It's called the lover's flame, astronomers said. But no one knew its real story. Sometimes lovers made wishes to it, and somehow their wishes always came true. For beyond heaven, beyond time, two souls still glowed. A girl who defied destiny, a Jinn who learned what being human meant. Together they rewrote the laws of eternity, and every heartbeat on earth still carries their echo, because love, real love, never dies. The seal that held Rand's power began to crack. Aisha felt it deep in her pulse, the bond trembling. They're breaking through, he said.
his voice shaking. "Then let them. I'll fight beside you." Rand smiled sadly. "You can't fight shadows, Aisha." "Then I'll be your light," she whispered. The mark on her wrist flared brighter than ever. Energy rippled through the room. The air shimmered, the world between them collapsing. "If I lose you now, I'll lose myself," he said. "Then don't let go," she cried. And the seal finally shattered. The world spun into colors she'd never seen before. Sand glowed, skies bled with silver flames. "This is your realm?" she gasped. "The realm of fire," Rand said. "My prison and my home." Around them, shadows whispered his name. "You defied our law," a voice thundered. The Jinn Council emerged, colossal, burning, divine. "She is not one of us," they said. "Then make me one," Aisha shouted. Rand turned to her in disbelief. "You'd give up your humanity?" "For love, yes," she said. "You can't just become a Jinn," Rand warned. "Then teach me," she said, eyes fierce. The council laughed. "The human dares to rewrite fate." "Love rewrote line," Rand replied coldly. Fire circled them, forming a sacred trial. "If she survives this, she's one of us," said the eldest Jinn. Aisha stepped into the fire without hesitation. Flames kissed her skin, turning pain into light. Her scream echoed across realms, not of fear, but transformation. When the fire dimmed, she was still standing. Her eyes glowed like Rand's. "Now," she said softly, "we're equals." The council trembled. No human had ever survived the trial. "She carries both worlds within her," Rand declared. Aisha raised her hand, light rippling from her palm. "If love is a crime, then punish us both." But the flames bent toward her, not against her. The eldest Jinn bowed his head. "The bond has chosen. We cannot undo destiny." The others roared in defiance. "Then destiny must burn too!" Chaos erupted, light against shadow, love against law. Rand grabbed Aisha's hand. "Stay close!" Together they vanished into the storm. They landed in a silent world, half dark, half dawn. "Where are we?" Aisha asked, disoriented. "Between life and eternity," Rand said. "We can't go back, can we?" He shook his head. "Not yet, but we can rebuild." They walked through floating fragments of stars. Every step hummed with a memory of their worlds. "Do you regret it?" he asked. "No, I'd choose you again, even if it ended the same." Rand smiled, touching her cheek. "Then let's write a new heaven." And the lost sky began to glow. Their love shaped the space around them. Fire softened into light. Shadows became rivers of gold. A new realm was forming, one built on balance. "This world listens to your heart," Rand said. "Then it'll always be full of you," she smiled. The stars above aligned in unfamiliar constellations. "What will we call it?" "Not Jinn, not Earth, something in between." Aisha looked at him. "The realm of souls." Rand nodded. "Perfect." For the first time, peace surrounded them. But peace never lasts forever. A ripple tore through the realm of souls. "They found us," Rand said, his voice grim. The exiled Jinn, those who craved chaos, had returned. "They want your power," he warned. "Then they'll have to face me first." Aisha stood tall, her eyes blazing silver. "You've become something even we fear," one shadow hissed. "Then fear love," she said, unleashing light. The realm shook with power beyond imagination. Rand joined her, fire and light entwined. Together, they burned the darkness away. But victory always asks for sacrifice. The realm began to collapse from the surge of energy. "It's too much," Aisha gasped. "You have to let me go," Rand said. "Never!" If one of us doesn't return the power, everything will die. Tears glistened on her glowing face. "Please, Aisha," he whispered, "let me save you this time." She held his hand tighter. "We save each other." Light burst between their palms, fusion of souls. "Ran!" she screamed, as his form faded. "I'll always find you," his voice echoed. And then, silence. Aisha woke up by the same lake where it all began. No flames, no whispers, just morning light. Her wrist still bore the star mark, faint but alive. "Was it all a dream?" she murmured. The wind carried a scent, oud, and smoke. Her heart leapt. "Ran!" A ripple shimmered over the lake. A voice whispered, "Did you think I'd leave you?" She smiled through tears. "You always find me," she said. The reflection of two figures merged in the water. "Forever isn't a word," he said. "It's us." Years later, legends spoke of a girl and a Jinn. Two souls who broke the rules of heaven and hell. Some said they became stars in the night sky. Others claimed they built a realm between worlds. But Aisha knew the truth. She lived it. Every heartbeat, every whisper of wind carried his name. "Love," she said, "isn't mortal or divine. It's the space between fire and light." On quiet nights, she'd still draw stars by her window. And sometimes a voice would softly say, "You draw them beautifully." She'd smile, "I know, you taught me."